Hi guys, this is Crystal and I am off to Shambhala here on YouTube, and I guess this is kind of an episode of Reseller Shop Talk because I am getting started on my taxes for 2017 now that it is January 3rd of 2018, and I have several people that I need to file 1099s for, or at least one that I'm definitely filing a 1099 for, and I'm trying to determine if I want to or need to file 1099s for several other people. The person that I know I definitely need to and I'm going to are my independent contracted listing assistants that I hired over the course of 2017. So it's very clear that I need to file for them, and I have several people that I paid out well over $600 to for consignment, but I'm finding a little bit of contradictory information about whether I have to or not. There are certain exclusions, but I can't really seem to put my finger on it because, you know, it's the IRS website and it's really fun on there. And they really like to make you go through what I call a maze. It's just a maze. It's like amazing. It's it's an amazing maze. Anyways, so for example, I'm like, well, let me take a look at these 1099s, see what they say. Because, you know, when and also I want to mention, I just took a class that enabled me basically, or helped me to earn my advanced certification for tax preparation. And it was, you know, a semester-long class. We filed probably like 10 practice returns with various different scenarios, and so I learned a lot. But, you know, I mean, it's really just the tip of the iceberg, you know, what I learned in that class. I mean, it just never ends on this IRS website. The IRS, it just never ends. So I will tell you right now, I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican, Nazi. If they're like, you know what, we're going to reduce taxes and we're going to take some of this stuff away, and because it's too complicated, I'll be like, yes, please do that. And I hope that that's actually what you do and not pretend like that's what you're doing and doing something completely different. But anyways, so here we go. So I'm looking at the 1099s. And I don't know if this is how it was in previous years. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking to a colleague of mine, or actually she's a client, and she said she's done 1099s for people a lot in the past for her business. So I'm going to ask her, is this how it always has been, or is this like a new thing? But it says, copy A of this form is provided for informational purposes. The official printed version of copy A is scannable, but the online version is not. Do not print and file copy A downloaded from this website. A penalty may be imposed. Of course. Just love the IRS. Let's see, and then it says see Part O in the current general instructions. Well, it doesn't really tell you much as far as I'm concerned, but, so then, okay, so now you know, okay, so here's the 1099 form, and you can fill out everything except for the A part, and the 1099 form is, let me show you, if you've never done 1099, I'm sure you're hopefully you're kind of familiar with this concept, but here's the copy that you cannot print and fill out. This is the one that actually goes to the Internal Revenue Service. And then here, you can actually fill these out. Like, you could put somebody's name in there. So you could fill these out on here and then print them, but you can't do that with this one, apparently. I don't know. Or maybe you just, I don't know what you're supposed to do. I really don't. Like, you can't even fill anything out in here. Okay, and then, so this one goes to the state. This one goes to the recipient, the person that you paid. And then there's another one for the state. If for some reason the state needs 2 of them, I guess all states are different. And then this is the one for you if you're the one filling out a 1099 because you paid somebody. So, and again, these are cool because it's like you can fill them out and then have them printed, and that's kind of neat. But you know, they just can't make it easy on you. No. So then you're supposed to order this. So I went and ordered it, and it looks like they're going to send me something in the mail. And whatever that is, it will be scannable. And so I guess you have to fill it out by hand. Or type it. I'm a little confused. Again, I have not checked with other people. I'm calling my accountant tomorrow. But I just love how fabulously wonderful and simple and clear the IRS is about all this stuff. And again, I haven't even looked up any other YouTubes. This is like, I just feel like at least maybe 90% of the things that you look up on the IRS website when you're trying to fill stuff like this out should be pretty understandable. And there's always, you know, of course, everybody's always going to have something that they don't quite get or whatever. But this is ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so it says right here that all the other ones you can fill out and print out all on your own. To order, okay, yeah, here goes. So to order the official IRS information returns, which include a scannable copy A for filing with the IRS and all other applicable copies on the form, visit irs.gov order forms, click on employer info, blah, 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 blah. And that's where I went to order. And there's a big long list, and it takes you a while to find it. Like, it wasn't ridiculous, but still, I'm like, oh my God, this list. And then it doesn't end there. No. Information returns may also be filed electronically using the IRS filing information returns electronically, the FIRE system, or the IRS Affordable Care Act Information Returns Program. Okay. So that's weird to me. I mean, I guess there's really nothing. Why? Why would you? I guess if it has something to do with the Affordable Care, I don't know. Why does the Affordable Care Act have anything at all to do with the 1099 miscellaneous income form? Okay, so then it says, I'm like, you're kidding me. See IRS publications 1141, 1167, and 1179 for more information about printing these tax forms. Just, I mean, it's like you gotta go all over. You know what? It's not a maze. It's a wild goose chase and scavenger hunt. And, so I guess if I'm going to be involved in helping people with their taxes, I got to get used to this. And I'm kind of saying all this with sort of a grain of salt, but it is ridiculous, and I have the temperament to deal with this, but I really, even as a person who doesn't mind sifting through stuff and maybe having to go to separate places, like, I just feel like this is too much for us to have to do, to pay them all of the money that we pay, so that, and I will spare my opinion. But to spend money that in ways that I don't agree with, and then a lot of Americans don't agree with. Let's just say that. So I got to get over that, though. I have to keep my mouth shut if I'm going to be getting into helping people with their taxes. Which reminds me, I do happen to have access to a free program that we use for when I'm going to be doing volunteering. It's called the VITA program, V as in Victor, I-T-A. I should know what that stands for, and I don't remember. Volunteer something. Volunteer income tax something, probably. Anyways, and once I do 25 hours of volunteer tax preparation, I will be a, what is the word? A non-credentialed tax preparer or a non-credentialed agent. I don't know if I would be considered an agent, but it's a non-credentialed something or other like that, tax preparer. And I would have my name listed on the IRS website, and then if I want to keep that, I just have to do like some continuing education every year. I may have to retake the test every year too. I don't remember. It was a lot. I mean, that tax class, I was like, this is just like never ending. And I just really learned the tip of the iceberg, and I didn't, it's not like they teach you how to fill out 1099s. They just teach you to take a 1099 and apply it to the tax return, So now I'm like, they didn't teach us anything about this, there's so much. That's why you got to have those tax professionals like your accountant. So anyways, but I'm going to be touching base with my accountant tomorrow and be like, what is up with copy A? Like, I want to make sure to get this done right. I don't want to be, hopefully he will be available. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, and then I think I probably should file 1099s for the people. They're my consigners, some people that brought me some things to sell, and then I paid them out. And I have 2 people that I paid over $600. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is like my second take. And I think I should, and again, it's about as clear as mud on here about whether I really absolutely have to for them. There's some, like I said, there's some contradictory information, so I have a feeling it's just going to be a matter of I need to do it. But I barely paid them a little over $600, so I may just skip it this year, and then next year, any consigners that I work with, it's going to be, because I didn't say anything to anybody when I first started working with them about this, and it just wasn't something on my mind. By the way, I'm going to have to file you a 1099 if I pay you out more than $600. But at the same time, actually, I've got 3 people. So, anyways, I'm probably going to do it, but I want to make sure I do it right and everything, and it's like, it's like this whole thing with the copy A. I'm like, really? Like, I can't just fill it out and be done? Well, and then the other thing is, you have to have a TIN number, and there's no place for a social security number. TIN number, I don't even remember. I know there's PTIN, there's TIN, there's social SSN. I don't remember what the TIN number was. I'm going to have to look at that. I think PTIN, is that what I got? And that's the other thing. Everything is like PTIN, Form 1065. Like, in class, she's like, pull out the 1065. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, I know the 1040. I know W-2. Like, it takes a long time to associate things with numbers like that. That's going to be my biggest weakness in doing this kind of thing, is associating numbers with forms and things. It's funny. But anyways, I think I started to mention, so because I'm doing that VITA program, the volunteering, I have access to a tax prep program, and it's the same program that the VITA program uses. And if you want some help sort of figuring out what you might owe for 2017 before you go to your accountant, I might be able to help you run some scenarios, or give you some pointers on what you need to put together, or how you can get information for your eBay business, because I do it too. And, and so I think, and I'm offering free consulting. So I don't know how effective I will be. It's more of like input really than consulting at this point, but I do have some knowledge and I have some tools and I understand your business. So, and I'm a business major. I'm at my university. I have about 11 classes to go. And I'm taking my core classes, all of my business classes right now. I'm out of I do have a few general requirements, not general requirements, but electives, but they're all going to be business courses. So, I have some ability, some knowledge in there, and I might be able to help you, and I'd love to, get to know you. So I'm going to leave my email down in the description. Just get in touch, and if yours is relatively simple or you qualify, because I could do your taxes for free. And then they will be reviewed by a much more experienced, usually I don't know if she uses accountants, but there's a lot of accountants, like retired accountants that volunteer for the VITA, and she probably has them review the forms. Like, we cannot turn it in until it's been reviewed. So you'll have two eyeballs on your tax return. And actually, she pointed, and it's true, she pointed out that if you go to like H&R Block or you go to an accountant, they don't have other people looking over your return to double check it for accuracy, or to go, hey, did you know about if you file this way, So that's one of the advantages to doing the VITA, and it's free, but you have to, I'll tell you what the first limitation is, oh, you know what, I can't help you guys. Okay, never mind. I can't help you if you are selling products on eBay, whether they're used or not, because we can't do anything that involves inventory. We can do like service businesses, but not that, darn it. What was I thinking? Well, call me for some input, or if you just need help getting your stuff together, because that I'm really good at, getting your stuff together for the accountant. If you're new and you're like, what do I need to do? What do I need to think about? And you know what? If it's not perfect, don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. And every year you'll learn a little bit more, and your accountant will be like, here's what you do, and then the next year you're like, okay, I got to make sure to track this or whatever. So, anyways, but feel free to get in touch with me with my email below. And I'd like to get to know you. I'd love to help you out. And maybe eventually, after I feel a little more competent preparing tax, doing tax preparation, I'd like to make myself available for other eBayers, because I understand what you got going on. I think I could be of help. Anyways, happy tax season, and I hope you had a great New Year and a wonderful Christmas, or Kwanzaa, or Diwali. Well, Diwali is more like around Halloween, I think. Okay, I hope you had a great Halloween and Thanksgiving. All right. Have a great day. Bye.